Hey guys, what's up? My name is Ronan Vico, and in this video you're going to learn how to do join between two Dataverse tables in the Power Automate Cloud Flow. So basically here I have the seller table and also I have the address table that stores the addresses from the sellers. At our Power Automate Cloud Flow, I want to list all the addresses from a specific user or from a specific group of users, of sellers in this case. And I do not want to do a filter array or do like filter rows with OData filters. This is hard to do when we are using multiple filters, right? So for example, I want to filter all the addresses from beta and alpha seller, right? So I need to do the join between those tables and filter all of this data to my Automate Cloud Flow. How to do it? I'm going to use here my XrmToolBox, and inside this toolbox I will use the FetchXML query where I can understand and use this parameter right here, the FetchXML query. The XrmToolBox, it's a free tool built by the community. You can watch how to download, install, and how to have your connection here in my past video. I will leave a card up here so you can click and watch it. Basically, I'm going to use the FetchXML Builder right here. I will use my connection to my environment. And after I'm connected, I can start to build my query. So the first thing that I'm going to do here is to add an entity. The entity is the table name. You should use the code name right here. So my name of the first table is going to be CR65A seller. So I'm going to write down here seller. Okay, so I have this table called CR65A seller, and I can add in my view, in my query, the columns that is called attribute here. So I can add the attribute called, for example, seller name. Here we can see that is a query, like a SQL query. Select top 50 seller name from the table seller. That's exactly what is going on here. But I want to do a join, right? I want to join this information with the seller addresses. So I will click on the entity and I will add a link entity, that's a join. I can do not just an inner join, but I can do the outer, the any, the not all, the exists on this query. Pretty cool, right? But I will do the default, that is an inner join, and I can select the relationship that is created already, or I can insert manually the entity name and the from and the to. That both will work. So let's insert manually so you can understand. I will insert here the CR65A addresses table, and I can select the column from this table, the addresses ID to, oops, this is not the one, this is the not the correct one. It's the seller ID from the addresses table and the seller ID from the seller table, right? So we have this join right here without selecting the relationship, but I can select the relationship also, okay? If I press execute here, nothing changed because I do not add the attribute from the address table. So I need to click here on the address table and add the attribute that I want to show. So I want to show the address name. Right now I can click the execute, and here's it. I have the join ready to go and the attributes that I want to have on my query at the Power Automate Cloud Flow. I can also insert filters. Let's say that I do not want the delta, alpha, gamma, and beta sellers in this query right here. I can click on the entity and add a filter. In this filter, I can add a condition like, for example, the seller name is equals to alpha. And I can add more filters. So I can add a new condition. So I can have seller name equals alpha or equals beta. And I can press execute. Oops, that's an and, that's not an R, so we need to change. And the filter type, it's an R here, and now it is working. So I have an R, and alpha or beta will be applied to the query, and we have all the addresses from both of them. I can also insert not just the filter, but an order, or I can change the top 50 to other value, for example, the top 10. Okay. After I end my query, after I test and I have my query ready, I want to use this on my Power Automate Cloud Flow. So I will select the list rows. I will choose the main table here. The main table is the same as here. So it's the entity name, the first entity name. So I will select my seller table. Okay. And I just need to select the first table and insert my FetchXML query. To do that, you can click on Convert, Power Automate Parameter, and you can copy the FetchXML. Just click here on the row and it will be copied to your clipboard. You can go directly on your studio, you can paste, and it's ready to go. If you check here, you can understand what is going on. The condition is a tag. I can change the value. I can add more conditions. So if I need to add more filters, I can just add manually. So you can build on dynamically query using your knowledge in the Power Automate Cloud Flow. Using your logic, you can build new filters or whatever you need, right? So here's it. My fetch XML query is ready. I'm going to save and test. So I'm going to click here, test manually, publish and test. And let's check if the list rows will list the same rows that R2 is showing here. So, okay, run flow. Okay, ready to go. Here's it. Everything goes right, and here's it. We have the same 3 rows with the same data that I need. I need the seller name, I need the addresses, so I can use on my flow, on my email, on my Teams, on whatever I need to send this information. In my opinion, this is the best tool of the XrmToolBox, so you should try it. And please comment down below your feedback about this video, what you want to learn more about Power Platform in this channel, and also write down the word pineapple if you watched the video completed. Okay, it's a way of knowing who watched the video completed, so type down below the word pineapple. Check the links on the description and the course that I am affiliate. You're going to have a huge discount and learn more about Power Platform. Thank you so much for watching. We see you in another video, in another class, and please consider to subscribe.